Dear fellow scholars, this is a new episode with a special guest. Today, we are going to talk about large language models and what 20 of the world's leading physics departments have just written about them. You see, recently these AI assistants have taken the world by storm. They can write and check our homework, help us find errors in our papers, and even assist us in data analysis. So let's have a look at this statement together. It is written by the American Physical Society and signed by 20 physics departments from all over the world. It starts with a call for responsible development and use of AI. Yes, indeed. I also think that we should first establish a proper safety net before throwing everyone into the mix. This is especially important for an endeavor as transformative as large language models. They are so incredibly useful and so easy to misuse that we need proper guidelines on how to use them. And yes, they do require fine-tuning, but then again, so does, say, a microscope or an X-ray machine. We don't leave those unsupervised. So why should we leave large language models unsupervised? The second part then talks about the societal impact of AI, and I couldn't agree more. We must ensure that AI benefits all people and does not only benefit some at the expense of others. The risk here is that those who already have lots of money will use it to get even more money, more power. History has shown us this many times before, and we shouldn't just blindly trust that this time it'll be different. Then there's the issue of privacy and discrimination. For example, an AI could be biased against certain groups of people, which would be very bad, especially if used in hiring or granting of scholarships. And of course, an AI needs to be fed with data. And that raises the question of who's providing the data and how this data was collected. Is it possible that some of the data is, well, shall we say, not completely kosher? I think you see where I'm going with this. We need to make sure that this new technology doesn't just exacerbate existing problems. The text then continues with a discussion of academic integrity, and I have mixed feelings about it. On the one hand, I totally agree that we need to teach students how to properly use AI tools. They will be using them anyway, so why not teach them how to use them well? But on the other hand, we don't want to end up in a situation where everyone is using AI for their homework and papers. That wouldn't be good for anyone. So I think this is an area where we really need to find the right balance. Next, there's the issue of intellectual property. Who owns the rights to the outputs of an AI? The people who wrote the prompts or the people who developed the AI? And then there's the question of what constitutes authorship. If an AI could come up with a scientific discovery all by itself, who would we cite? The programmers, the users, or maybe we just cite the AI itself? These are questions we'll have to sort out, and this is why the authors of the text ask for international guidelines. We need to work out what's good practice and what isn't, and this requires an international effort. Finally, there's the question of disinformation and misuse for malicious purposes. Large language models can be used to generate fake news and propaganda. So how do we stop that? The answer, of course, isn't to stop technological progress. The answer is to involve everyone who's affected by this technology in shaping it. And this brings me to the most important message of this text. It's a call for physicists to get involved with AI. It's a call for everyone who's worried about the future of humanity to get involved with AI. We can't just leave this to the tech companies or governments. If we want a future where AI benefits everyone, we need to ensure that everyone has a say in how this technology develops. So if you're not yet involved, now is the time to start. You see, when I heard about this initiative, I immediately asked myself, why physics? Why not just computer scientists or maybe philosophers? And then I realized that this is exactly the wrong question to ask. The issue with AI isn't just that we need better algorithms. or that we need to program them more carefully. The issue is that we are all affected by this technology, and therefore we should all have a say in how it's being developed. So thanks for the interesting text and for calling our attention to this important issue. And if you wish to join this initiative, or maybe you just want to know more about the initiative, you can have a look at the website. There you'll also find links to similar initiatives from computer scientists and from economists. I hope you found this text as interesting as I did, and I hope it will inspire you to maybe get a little more involved with AI and all its opportunities and risks. Thanks for watching. See you next week.